Hi, I'm Sally Lair, and I am the librarian at Kelly Elementary, and I also do a reading intervention tier group. And I was just super excited to be selected in the TMT program with the Wichita Public Schools for many reasons, but mainly because I have always been had an interest in technology, especially being in the library, and just trying to learn new things. And how to implement that with students to get them excited about learning. And through this program, this program was invaluable. Just all the technology tools that I thought I had heard of, way more than what I knew was out there, and how to use that with projects and stuff and with students was just wonderful to learn. Also, what I really liked about our program was how they chose teachers from across the district from different schools, and it was nice that we all shared with our technology projects how we envisioned us using it, but also shared with each other ways to use it. So we were learning maybe the same technology but different ways to use it in a classroom, and I found that valuable because I might have had one way of thinking on using it, and to hear other teachers come up with a different way to use it was just really nice, especially since I see all grade levels, to give me other options to use technology with my students in the library. One of the things that I really like about the program is how they set us up on Edmodo as our communication tool, and how everything can just be stored right there. And even though our class is over, we are still learning because we're still emailing each other through Edmodo anytime we see something new that's out there that we might want to check out, or if we want to run ideas off of each other, we just email our TMT group on Edmodo. So even though the class is over, we're all still learning. So to me, I think that's pretty awesome. How this has impacted my students, it's been wonderful. I came back and I just decided the program, I'll be honest, you learn so much. I just tried to take really good notes, and I told myself, okay, I'm just going to try one or two new things with my students. And to me, that's where you got to start. You just got to start implementing one thing and then maybe try another and just get started with it and then see how it goes. And that's how I approached it. And it was just wonderful because you just don't know until you try. So you just have to get out there and try. And being in the library, it was just nice because I had all grade levels to try on. And some of the things the main thing that I really like as a librarian is the document camera. You know, I've always had one, and I've just used it as a document camera. And I learned through my TMT how to make paper slide videos and to use it as a video camera. And it's been wonderful. I love using that now with my students in the library. I can read a picture book that has a different ending where the students have to come up with an ending, and I can quickly get them into a group and they can discuss as a group collaboratively how they want the story to end, and one person will illustrate it, one person will write out what they want it to say, and one person's going to be the speaker, and they can quickly just make a paper slide video. It is that simple. One thing that for sure has impacted my students, and it is a nice secret that I don't think teachers realize, and technology is a wonderful classroom management tool. Anytime you use technology, at least in my library, these kids are on task and they are excited about learning. So they follow directions and they complete the assignment because they love using technology. Because again, like I said, at our school, our students are low income, so a lot of them do not have computers at home or technology or flip cameras. And so they're super excited to use these technology tools and to show us what they've learned in a different format rather than just plain old paper and pencil. So it's a wonderful, wonderful tool. Ways I used it, I used Edmodo with my students. I've used the document camera making paper slide videos. I've used Populet website with kindergarten even, doing rhyming words and drawing a picture of the rhyming words. I've also used Populet with second and third grade doing vocabulary, and with fifth grade doing a research project where they had to present to the class. Another tool I used that I learned was Vocalroo voice recorder, and that was wonderful with my first grade reading tier group. where they had to record themselves reading a passage every month. And they were just so excited in May to go back and listen to themselves read in October and then compare it to how they're reading in May. And they would just laugh and giggle because they knew how much they got to hear how much improvement they made. So I highly recommend that anytime you're teaching lower grade levels to learn how to read, to definitely get them on video or audio so that they can hear themselves and hear the improvement that they've made. Or other ways I have used technology from what I learned in the TMT program was teaching teachers at my school. Our principal is wonderful about allowing us to share with others, and he had asked if I would teach a PD to some teachers, which I did. This PD was at the end of April. These teachers took what I taught them, these technology tools that I taught them, back to their classrooms, and here it is May, where the kids are restless anyway, ready for summer. They took what I taught them about technology and applied it in their classroom, and these students were on task, they were producing their work, and they were still learning in May, and it was just wonderful. And the teachers were excited, the students were excited, and of course I was excited to see that they applied what I taught them. And that's what teaching's all about. And that's what I like about the Technology Master Teacher program, is we all just keep learning and sharing with each other, and that is just wonderful. And I just know next year with that Edmodo group that we have set up with the TMT, that we're all trying out new things, because next year there's a couple more things I would for sure want to add to what I've learned this year to try out. And my goal is every year just try out a couple of new things and get really good at it before I add something new in. And I just think that's how you need to approach technology. Don't be scared of it. It is so much fun. Your students will be so engaged. It's just amazing. And just think of that lifelong learning that you're modeling for your students.